What's up, Moose Crew? We're back again with another video, and today we are in Glacier National Park on the Oxbow Trail loop, and we're going to be doing a little bit of bird watching, a little bit of hiking because this one twisted her ankle, so we can't do anything strenuous. What do you think we're going to see bird-wise today, babe?
Hopefully some buffleheads on the water. That's a tree in the background. Some buffleheads, some chickadees, hopefully a dipper. I love the American dipper. I have low expectations for today because it's rainy, so.
But, you know, sometimes the worst days are the best days, so, yeah. What'd you say you heard?
Oh, I keep hearing a sound. It sounds like a man groaning, like out in the distance.
Well, it's either one of these 100 of down trees rubbing up against live trees, or, you know, it's probably just Bigfoot screwing around. It is really funny, though, on how the natural world makes very creepy and unidentifiable noises, and everyone's always like, oh, it's a skinwalker, oh my god, it's Bigfoot, blah blah. But go out and learn the natural world a little bit and you realize the woods isn't as scary as you think. This is McDonald Creek that feeds in from McDonald Lake just beyond that bridge, and this is the highest that we've seen the river all year. And I'm a little concerned because this probably means that the snowpack is melting a lot sooner. It's not even April, and with the abnormally high temperatures we've had in the west all year, I'm just a little worried that this is going to peak very suddenly and then it's going to drop probably way before summer truly begins. And it's very critical that we have a lot of water because it helps keep the rivers cool, and that if we have cool waters, then the trout populations can survive. Because trout prefer cold water, they can't survive in warm weather creeks. And this is one of those really big concerns with climate change is how is climate change heating up rivers going to affect our local trout populations. Well, we got our first bird checked off. On that little log, there's an American dipper doing his little dipper dance. This is the Oxbow part of the Oxbow Trail, and it's just a little curve along a main river that kind of makes these little calmer, shallower pool areas. But over yonder is a beaver lodge that I can get a better view from over there. But over here, there's a bunch of these little sticks with all these little markings on them. And this is actually what the beavers are eating. A lot of people think that the beavers are eating the bark, but they're actually eating the cambium underneath the bark, which is a more nutrient-dense thin layer. And so you can see that they just strip it completely and then leave the rest. So you see it started, probably got disturbed. And then you can even see the markings on this bigger piece. And yeah, so it seems like that they've been nibbling on, all this is pussy willow, which is super common for the time of year. And it's a sign that spring is definitely starting because that tiny little pussy willow bud is starting to show. Some more very obvious signs that a beaver has been here. This is definitely older though because of these little darker kind of dirt marks and stuff, but relatively fresh enough that these aren't too dirty. Here's a better shot of that beaver lodge over there. You know that there's definitely beavers living in it, one because obviously all the little chew marks over here, but there's also fresh logs being put up on the lodge. And if you look around the little islands, you can see more little beaver chews everywhere, which is pretty cool. But now when you see this type of marking on the tree, you know that's the chainsaw variant of a beaver, and it's a lot more productive at clearing off trees. but it's a lot more aggressive than the native beaver. Well, it started pouring rain, so we had to cut our trip a little short today. But overall, we saw some dippers, some kinglets that I'll never get a recording of because they're virtually impossible to record. I got that little shot of a junco, and then that shot of the male merganser. And it was really cool finding all those little beaver sticks because I saw them last time, but this is the only place I've ever found those, so that was super cool. And yeah, that's all we got for today. It's just a short one. I hope you guys keep exploring and keep trekking, and please like and subscribe to my channel down below so you don't miss our next little trip that we're gonna do. Have a good one. Thanks.